In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on September 7, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Texas versus Michigan. The Michigan Wolverines will host the Texas Longhorns in what is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated matchups of the weekend. This Saturday afternoon clash at Michigan Stadium pits 2 powerhouse programs against each other, both of which are coming off a 1-0 start to the season. However, Michigan, the defending national champions, had a more difficult time securing their victory compared to Texas. With high expectations following their playoff appearance last season, the Longhorns are eager to continue their success, though they face a daunting challenge on the road. Despite the storied histories of both programs, this game will mark only the second time these 2 teams have faced off, with their first meeting taking place back in 2005. Although much has changed for both sides since then, this game promises to be an elite showdown that fans won't want to miss. In this game, the Texas Longhorns are poised to dominate, not only winning but also covering the spread by a significant margin. Quarterback Quinn Ewers has been impressive, particularly in last week's game against Colorado State, where he showcased his skills as one of the nation's top signal callers. Backed by one of the most talented wide receiver groups in the country, Texas' balanced offensive attack will enable them to neutralize Michigan's pass rush. On the other hand, Michigan continues to face uncertainty at the quarterback position, and their struggles in the ground game, which were evident last week, are likely to be their undoing in this matchup. The Wolverines' inability to adapt will be exploited by Texas, who have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games dating back to last season. It's almost hard to believe that this will only be the second meeting between these 2 storied programs. Their first encounter occurred in the 2005 Rose Bowl, a thrilling game that Texas narrowly won, 38-37. Both teams enter this game in different stages of development. Michigan is in the midst of a transition, with a new head coach, new systems, and many new faces in key positions. Meanwhile, Texas boasts veteran leadership and a cohesive group that has spent significant time together, guided by a strong coaching staff. While Michigan is expected to be better prepared for this game than they were in their opener, and will benefit from the support of the home crowd in the Big House, the Longhorns present a formidable challenge. With talent stacked on both sides of the ball, Texas will look to pressure Ewers, knowing that even if they contain the run, the Longhorns' passing game can still wreak havoc. This is where the game will be decided, so the Texas Longhorns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. For Michigan, the key to securing a victory will be a strong defensive performance and controlling the clock. Despite their struggles in the previous week, their primary focus will remain on establishing the run game and keeping Texas' explosive offense off the field. By doing so, they increase their chances of winning while also limiting the overall scoring, as a high-scoring shootout is something they'll want to avoid at all costs. Playing at home should provide Michigan with an opportunity to stick to their game plan and perhaps disrupt Texas early on. However, while the Longhorns are likely to move the ball and put points on the board, Michigan's inexperienced defense may struggle to keep pace, making under the projected total our full game total pick. Bowling Green versus Penn State. 2 teams that started the 2024 season with victories are set to face off when a Mid-American Conference team challenges a Big Ten powerhouse in Pennsylvania. The Bowling Green Falcons hit the road for a matchup against the number 8 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions on Saturday afternoon. Bowling Green began their season with a dominant 41-17 win over Fordham at home last Thursday, comfortably covering the spread as a 15.5-point favorite. Meanwhile, Penn State weathered both a delay and the West Virginia Mountaineers, securing a 34-12 victory on the road last Saturday in their season opener. They also managed to cover the spread as 7.5-point favorites. Historically, Penn State has won both previous meetings between these teams, including a commanding 48-3 victory at home on September 12, 1998. James Franklin, Penn State's head coach, has earned a reputation as one of the best in the country when it comes to beating the spread. Penn State bettors have gained approximately 15 units from 2016 to 2022, making them the top team in this category. Franklin's has had a consistent performance against the spread, including a 9-4 against the spread record last season. Penn State's offense looked sharp in their opener, amassing 457 total yards, averaging 13.1 yards per pass attempt and 5.3 yards per carry. On the other hand, while Bowling Green limited football championship subdivision opponent Fordham to just 17 points, they still surrendered 401 total yards. Given Penn State's potent offense and strong defense, which ranked third in the nation last season in scoring defense, the Nittany Lions seem poised to exploit Bowling Green's vulnerabilities. Bowling Green had a solid performance in their win over Fordham, but there are some concerning aspects. Allowing 401 yards of offense to a football championship subdivision team that went 6-5 last season should raise red flags. Penn State, though they started slowly against West Virginia, found their rhythm and dominated. They dismantled a West Virginia team that had high expectations coming into the season. And now they return home to face a Falcons team that gave up 182 rushing yards to Fordham. While Bowling Green is expected to be competitive in the Mid-American Conference this season, Penn State is coming off a dominant win over a quality West Virginia team. With head coach James Franklin's aggressive approach and no major distractions on the horizon, Penn State is likely to continue their dominant play, so the Penn State Nittany Lions to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Bowling Green's season opener fell short of the projected total. The Falcons and Fordham combined for 58 points, missing the over-under set at 61 points. Last season, Bowling Green had an 8-5 record in games hitting the over, but they went under in 4 of their 7 road games. Penn State also stayed under the total in their opener, combining with West Virginia for 46 points, under the 48.5-point line. Last season, Penn State saw the over hit in 7 of 13 games, including a 4-3 mark at home. Given that Bowling Green allowed significant yardage to Fordham, Penn State should capitalize where the Rams couldn't. In last year's non-conference games, Penn State averaged an astounding 55 points per game, including 38 points against West Virginia and 63 points against both Delaware and Massachusetts. As mentioned earlier, James Franklin shows no mercy against smaller schools, maintaining a relentless offensive approach. A 56-0 or 56-6 Penn State win wouldn't be surprising, as they have the firepower to clear the total on their own. Veteran quarterback Drew Aller looked impressive against a respected West Virginia defense, so the sky's the limit for this offense in their upcoming matchup. Without hesitation, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Baylor versus Utah. The Baylor Bears are set to face off against the Utah Utes in a highly anticipated Big 12 matchup this Saturday afternoon. Baylor kicked off their season with a dominating victory over Tarleton State, cruising to an easy win at home. On the other hand, Utah made an impressive start to their campaign by routing Southern Utah. Last season, the Utes edged out a hard-fought 20-13 victory on the road against Baylor, setting the stage for another intense showdown this year. The Baylor Bears are expected to show significant improvement this season, thanks in part to their new offensive coordinator, who has implemented a faster-paced offense with an emphasis on passing plays. Dequan Finn, last year's MVP of the Mid-American Conference, has taken over as Baylor's new quarterback, bringing a fresh dynamic to their offense. Although the Utah Utes are known for being a formidable team, their quarterback, Cameron Rising, missed the entire previous season due to injury. It may take a few weeks for him to fully regain his rhythm. Additionally, Baylor's aerial attack has the potential to keep them competitive in this game, particularly given Utah's vulnerability against the pass. In 2023, Utah ranked 79th in the Football Bowl subdivision in passing yards allowed per game. With Baylor boasting a deep receiving core, they are likely to exploit this weakness. Considering that Baylor, despite struggling last year, managed to hold Utah to just 20 points in their previous meeting, the Baylor Bears to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. However, Baylor might find it challenging to move the ball effectively against Utah's experienced and stout defense. In last season's encounter, the Utes limited Baylor to only 13 points. Moreover, Utah's ground game has taken a hit after losing their top rusher from the previous season. As mentioned earlier, the Utes only managed to score 20 points in their last clash with Baylor. In their season opener, Utah heavily relied on the run, passing on just 40% of their plays. If they stick to this strategy, it could lead to extended possessions. Defensively, Utah has been particularly tough to crack at home, allowing 17 or fewer points in 5 of their last 6 home games. The under has hit in 6 of Utah's last 8 home matchups, further highlighting their defensive prowess. Both teams are likely to rely heavily on their running games, which should keep the clock moving and result in longer drives. Despite putting up 45 points in their first game, Baylor's offense showed signs of growing pains against Tarleton, and those struggles could be magnified against Utah's formidable defense, especially in such a challenging road environment. It's worth noting that Baylor only managed to score 13 points against Utah last season, and that game was played in Waco. Given that the total for this game opened at 53.5 points, it seems a bit too high considering the strength of Utah's defense. While the Utes should be able to put some points on the board, they might not do enough to push the total over. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.